my podcast. I just started recording.
It's your podcast.
It's
You
my
do what you
podcast.
want.
Welcome, everyone.
Mom said it's my turn on the odd.
I haven't at this time of recording. I have not come up with a name for the podcast, but whenever I get
the oddcast.
Whenever I get to editing it,
the Shmeff Happens podcast.
It's so good it doesn't
future me, put in the video, or whatever the fuck, the audio of me saying the title and like the worst mic quality ever.
Yeah, but just cut out like it's just you going. Ah!
I have the perfect. Shmeff, I have the perfect name for this podcast, the Shmeff Happens podcast.
Absolutely not.
Wait,
this is not a request. This is not a request. Name it the Shmeff Happens podcast, because I have more guns.
How many? How many do you have?
Let me see. That was the second one. This is the third one. The fourth one.
Need a gun.
The fifth one. The sixth one.
Jesus.
Seventh one. The eighth one.
God
the
damn.
ninth one.
My God.
The ninth one.
He's
and
still
the
going.
10th one. And that's all of them.
13.
That's crazy.
4.
But for this podcast, there's no set topic whenever we record. It's just
we're just gonna talk about
whatever the hell you want to talk about and stuff.
Yeah, I actually I'm actually been getting back onto Monster Hunter World, and I finally actually managed to beat the first Black Dragon with my brother, Alatreon. And Alatreon is the biggest piece of shit I've ever fought.
I've never played Monster Hunter, but I know it's pretty fun. I really want to.
Yeah.
Play this guy.
But I'm gonna wait until the next one comes out so I can actually get into it.
Yeah, the next one that comes out on like Nintendo and computer.
I love
Nintendo
World. Me and my brother got addicted to World so much that we love it. It's so good.
Turn
I
on
love
your
World.
Nintendo computer.
Yeah, but Shmeff, basically the whole gimmick with Alatreon is that he has every element. He can use any element in the game. And there's also a DPS check, which, if you don't do it, you die immediately.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Is this just gonna
Y'all
turn
take
into
freak
us
day?
making dumb noises?
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
Like Charlie.
Don't fucking. Is that even?
Is this the
Is that even
Is this
from
Unplugged?
Super Mario Logan? Or no, absolutely not. We are not calling this Unplugged.
Unplugged.
So before, so like when, what was it? What was like a year ago or whatever?
I think it was like 2 years ago, dude.
Me, Deeps,
I think it
Gons,
was actually.
James. For those listening, it's.
I don't think it even was 2 years ago. I think it was fucking.
It was like around the time,
It
freaking.
was 3 years ago.
It's around the time James freaking made that server.
It was.
Yeah.
I want to say it was 3 years ago because
What
shit,
is
wait,
that?
hold
Wait,
on,
what
wait,
was
cooking.
3 years
Wait,
ago?
hold on, I'm cooking.
Let him cook.
Gone. That might.
It was definitely 3 years ago because I hadn't moved to California yet, and I was still living in like a weird apartment type building.
Yeah.
So it was 3 years ago. What a shitty concept.
We're talking. Yeah. Oh my God. I
What
remember
was
the
the
fucking.
concept?
So like it was supposed to be like a multi-person gaming channel.
I don't even know because like
We
the first
didn't-
thing we did wasn't even gaming.
First thing we
I
did
think
was reacting
like a
to the
reaction.
Mandela catalogs, and that was
the
it.
Mandela, yeah.
Oh my
Her
God.
is
God.
gaming.
And I remember
I
I
was like,
made
yeah,
that
we're not
whole
doing
ass
this.
fucking intro. It was fun.
How could I forget?
How
This
could
is Unplugged,
Deeps.
the sequel dequel.
no, absolutely.
Back when I
not.
had short hair or long hair. Fuck. God
How
damn
about we
it.
all watch the Adela catalog
The-
again? Just roll time.
How do we?
Again.
Let's watch again. Same video.
What's
Same
the
people. Let's get,
same
let's
videos
get Farrah in
again?
Same
here.
people.
Beef?
Shmeef, check
What do you
general.
think we're gonna? I mean, who do you think we might not be able to get like for same people? Like the only person I can
There's
think
like
we might not be
literally
able to
like
get
two
is
other
James.
people
That's
that are
about
not
it.
here from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shmeef, check general,
And
by the
that's
way.
Why do I gotta check general?
Schmaffles. You should check
You were
general.
playing
Why should I
Beef.
check general?
Oh!
They say that for 10 minutes. Snap out of it. You have customers to serve.
What the
Fire in the hole.
Oh, this is the AI thing.
I watched Silent Joe make an animation of that.
I remember for the
Eat-
for the short period
eat that to
of
the universe.
time we were talking to Silent Man Joe.
We
You
talked
guys
to a lot of
watched-
people.
Yeah.
We've had
Silent Man Joe's the closest person I've had interacting with Lythero, which is crazy. And I talked to that
I've talked to Joe. I've talked to JJ and Gianni.
guy.
I've talked to I want to say I talked to Shork, but I don't remember. I think it was
Wait,
like
you talked
one
to
time.
Gianni?
Yeah, Gianni.
I remember Shork being in a server.
He was in like the second iteration, I think.
Yeah.
There's like fucking
He's
five.
got-
I think. I don't remember.
There's like eras, the eras tour.
Beef.
Ladies and gentlemen, new person to the podcast, Beef, and
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey there,
Hello.
this is
Welcome.
Beef Wellington.
Beef,
Beef.
Wellington.
Welcome to the Shmeef Rogan
Welcome to the-
podcast.
We're
Alright,
still
guys. So,
not
what
calling
the-
it that.
You
I'm
ate
glad
a
to be
sandwich,
welcome.
Beef. Shmeef.
Uh,
We
You're not
are
making pull a
no,
gun on you.
Briney, you need to understand. We are not fucking calling it the Shmeef Rogan podcast. Like,
Name it the Shmeef Rogan podcast.
absolutely not.
Name it the Shmeef Rogan podcast.
It is
I
denied.
second-
That's it.
No, we
Ah,
did not
ah,
call it that.
ah.
The Smeefco experience.
The Shmeef Rogan podcast. The sequel.
Well, this
dequel.
is hectic.
Oh yeah, it's a great start.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend Jenna's here. Say
Welcome.
hi. Oh, me say
Hey.
hi. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Beef's
Pogger.
girlfriend.
Hello.
Did you hear me say Pogger?
Hi.
So
Did you
I'm
hear me
gonna
say Pog?
pointing to the screen. That's Jeff. That's
Jeff.
Hello.
He's the one who showed me the festival.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that lived down the street from where you were living. up until
there's the Strawberry Festival.
Yeah.
The Fortnite festival.
And then this is Squidward.
I'm a big fan of your work.
Squidward.
Octopi,
Wait, hold on. Gons, do it again.
Up in here.
I'm a big fan.
Oh well, thank you. I'm a big fan of you because of what you mean to Beef.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
Aww.
My fucking nails
Yeah,
are
it's my pleasure.
cutting my
Man, this is
fingers off.
wholesome as fuck.
No,
And then
no wholesome fucking shit here, bro. What's wrong with you?
This is Ursula and Briney and Deeps.
Hi. Hi.
Ciao. I didn't know what to do. That's okay. I don't even.
All right.
Would you say aha cha cha?
No, she said ciao.
All right. I've got a cool
I get it.
topic. I've got a cool topic we all could
Owen
talk
Wilson's
about.
stem word.
I got a cool
All
topic
right.
we all could talk about. What do you guys think of the current status of Star Wars: The Acolyte?
Oh,
don't-
I
don't know.
I haven't watched it.
Care.
I'm not-
I'm
watched
gonna be
the
so real with you. I don't fucking like Star Wars anymore because,
Just
like,
put
I get,
Watto in it.
you could build upon a character, but they're not unique. They all use the fucking Force and all have lightsabers. I'm like actually getting tired of it now. That's why I like superheroes
I
more.
want
They
more
like have different
Gleptidos,
costumes and they
please.
have different powers and different personalities. Jedi
I
are
see.
fucking Jedi. They're all the same.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I mean, everybody wants to be a Jedi, so it's like the market's being like flushed with them. I have only seen the first couple episodes of The Acolyte. Like, I watched the first two when they came out, and I thought they were fine. But Jeremy told me not to. My brother, he told me not to watch more because he said it's more like a long movie, and it'll be
I
best
honestly
when
stopped
all is
watching
out.
after the third episode. Like I got tired.
I
of
have
it so
not watched
quick.
it.
Oh, really?
I got tired of it
Jeremy-
so quick.
So Jeremy said that like after a while it becomes like amazing. And last night he was watching the most recent episode and he was reacting so strongly to it, and he never does that. So I have high hopes for it, honestly.
I have not watched it.
There's that fucking scene with all the Jedi versus that Sith guy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Which one?
it's the fucking Smilo Ren.
Most lackluster
Smilo Ren.
fucking combat scene in this.
Smilo Ren.
They said it was better than the Phantom Menace duel.
They were like, "Wow,
absolute.
look at this."
It's
I'll just
say
and
it was kind of cool, but it's not absolutely not better than that fight. Absolutely not.
Yeah, 30 fucking
Oh, I thought
seconds
you meant-
of two people hitting a lightsaber, and then
Yeah.
and then like a whole like 5 people get pushed by one person.
Isn't there a light whip?
That's fucking stupid.
There is.
I thought you meant like
yeah,
in
there is now.
better.
What's it called? That's been done in concept because
that's another
of
that's another thing
Visions
that
did
that was pulled by Legends. Yeah.
and I was like, okay,
Who's you guys'
but
favorite
like, why?
Star Wars character? That's a better like general topic, I think.
Yoda.
You turned her against me.
You turned her
That is a
against
genuine
me.
tough one. I'm not even. Oh, big fan.
You want to take her from me?
Anakin is like one of my most favorite characters in all of
Fucking
media.
Awesome. He's such a
I
baby.
dressed
love
up
him.
as Anakin last Halloween.
I could
You
totally
turned her
see
against
you.
me!
You
like,
turned her
pulling it off.
against me. I bought for the costume last year. I bought a I forget how much it was, but it was like around like $500-$600. It was a lightsaber. It has the freaking dueling stuff for like the saber. So if you like smack it
cool.
across the desk or something, it wouldn't budge. But I brought it with me to a Halloween party for my girlfriend's family. And there was this kid that had like some
You
plastic
good, dear?
weapon, and he kept freaking smacking my lightsaber for no reason. And I'm like, bro, please, like, no.
Yeah, she's fine.
Stop hitting it. It's gonna fucking fall
Stop
apart.
it, or
like
else
a
I'm
dumbass.
stop it, or else I'm gonna siege the freaking council or whatever the fuck.
Kid, if you keep hitting the
How can you be the
lightsaber,
count?
I'm gonna
Fuck,
do
I
what
fucked up the-
I'm gonna do what Anakin did to all those children.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. Okay, listen. That was so out of character. I hate that happened.
Aw.
It wasn't out
Can
of
I be
just
on the
like
council and
it
not be
wasn't-
a master?
it wasn't out of character.
Take a
It like
young
kind of made
Skywalker.
sense.
I feel
What?
like no,
What?
but like if you
Anakin
consider
killing the
like
younglings.
yeah, but like if you consider the way he acted in like the Clone Wars show, that just makes it like okay, so I need to be like clear about this. I watched in timeline order, and I'm a very recent fan. So
Yeah.
Okay, see,
yeah, so
That's
I didn't grow
cool.
up watching any of the movies or the shows or anything, but I watched like all of the Disney canon, and I even read some of the books, and some of the comics. I'm actually on one of the Vader comics right now that just like semi recently came out.
The
Very
Vader
sweet.
comics are like one of my favorite fucking pieces of Star Wars media. I'll be
I
honest.
don't know why. The moment Vader was mentioned, I thought of the fucking epic rap battle of history line where he's like, "Suck my robot balls," and that was it. It's the dumbest fucking bar. You haven't heard that?
I
Are you talking
never
about,
watched
wait,
that. I'm not a
wait,
rap
Keith,
fan.
Keith,
He
Keith,
did
I'm gonna try and figure out-
he did a fucking epic rap battles of history, Darth Vader versus Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Adolf Hitler one.
Oh my god, I fucking forgot that happened.
Why didn't
Oh my god.
Two of them.
that's not even equivalent? They should have done him and what's his fuck? The crumply old guy.
Yeah, Vader fucking force chokes him, and he breathes in and says, "Suck my robot balls."
Sidious. Darth Sidious.
Oh.
Oh, Darth Sidious, yeah.
I was gonna say because like Vader's like Sidious's bitch.
Palpatine.
Palpatine.
Yeah, Deeps. I know.
Sidious is the real villain.
Deeps. I love that fucking meme of just I'm Adolf Hitler.
It cuts
so
off every time.
Yeah, this. I put
What
that
a
in without any
fucking
context.
stupid video, because you can pull that up with like no context, and I'm sure someone would lose their shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I can see why, but like still, and in whole, it's a funny video.
I remember the fucking epic rap battles of history video I made where it was fucking
Eminem versus IBS.
No, it was
Oh yeah,
it
Soulja
was
Boy.
yeah,
No,
Soulja
Soulja you
Boy
made
versus
one?
Soulja Boy.
Did you say you made one?
Yeah, it's on my TikTok page that I never use. It's
Yeah.
I posted it. It was a Soulja Boy versus Soldier Boy. I posted it in a server that Deeps was in.
Yo,
Oh,
Steve,
and
you should
and
post
after-
it on your YouTube channel.
and
You should post it
after
on
a
your
little-
YouTube channel.
Did I post it on my YouTube channel?
I did. It's unlisted though.
But I posted it in a server me and Deeps were in, and then a little bit after Deeps added on to it, and it was the funniest shit ever.
Fuck you! I ain't no commie. I'm red. I'm red blooded, but not like Russian red.
What
like
the
red,
hell
white,
are
blue
these
red.
tips? What are these?
Tommy, sorry.
I
Tommy,
forget
Why
the
is
line.
it red? These gifts!
Oh, here's another.
What are you talking about?
Look at this!
No.
Okay, what? Are you guys sending shit in like VC?
Yeah,
What am I-
he's
Oh.
sending stuff in general. Why are you posting Hitler pictures in my server, Briney?
What?
Why are you doing this?
What? Hitler?
I'm sorry, but I can't help myself.
You want me to get rid of these?
No,
we get rid of these Hitlers?
It's fine. It's fine. It's just something I never thought you would do, like ever.
Well, speak-
I'm surprised you didn't think you would.
I never thought I'd see the day where several pictures of Adolf Hitler.
Oh
would be
my-
would be
Well, see,
on
what's
the-
a
One of them being
meme?
real, but Photoshop.
Well, see, I mean,
Oh!
one is a guy dressed up as him. One is with him just having cat ears and whiskers. I don't think that counts.
Do you think Mr. Dolph would dress up like that modern day?
Mr. Dolph.
That's the guy who played it. I would pay him money to put that on.
Mr.
Like,
My outfit
like
of
you
all-
like you go to a fucking Holocaust museum and they're talking about Hitler and it's like Adolf Hitler, aka Mr. Dolph.
Mr. Dolph.
Mr. Hitler Dolph. You go to the statue, it has like cat ears like welded into it.
No.
Oh,
Instead of neon, he just says neon. Instead of nice.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Neon?
Oh, did it really?
No, neon, like the neon.
yeah, the Nazis.
Fixation.
Neon.
No.
Oh,
Line solution.
So I know
okay. Okay, I found a gif of saying that Adolf Hitler was the original emo.
They all have like paw prints instead of the swastika on their
Oh my god.
Really,
Isn't that just like that one subsect of furries?
real quick, can I say what? Can I talk about Transformers for a second? I've been watching a lot of Transformers related stuff. I think I found my
I've never
new.
seen any Transformers.
I think I found my new favorite Decepticon.
You can talk louder, you know. It's okay. Are you nervous?
Why are you whispering?
Shockwave.
It's
I
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
ASMR says
ASMR part of the podcast. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about is
shut the fuck up, bitch.
Guys, okay, no. I'm sorry.
we're going to.
my husband
You're
is
going-
Walter.
Don't make fun of her,
White.
please.
No.
I'm gonna eat a salad.
With teenage girls for a living. I can handle it. Pretty very big.
Teenage dirtbag,
Oh,
like
Beef,
the
did you check out the
song.
video?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we just watched
I'm
it.
just a teenage
Thank you.
dirtbag baby.
It was
What?
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's the singing segment of the podcast. I keep wanting to say stream, but we're not streaming.
I mean,
Well,
that's
are
what
you-
we're used to.
Yeah.
Technically, we're streaming a podcast.
Valid.
Technically counts as streaming.
No, 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 no. No, no,
Okay.
no.
No.
Are we allowed to talk about video games?
Yes. I
Dave,
said
so
at
now
the
I'm
beginning
not
where
ready.
you can talk about anything.
Dave, I'm not ready to talk about. I'm not ready to able to go on to Anton Blast since I'm finally managed to actually 100% Pizza Tower for real. I've done everything as Noise and everything as Pepino, so I'm done with it.
Dawn Blast.
I'm
I
ready
haven't
for it.
played
Tower
that game
prepares.
yet. Isn't it like a?
That game,
Isn't it kind of
Anton
like?
Blast is gonna be so good, bro.
It's
My
like
God.
Wario Land.
It's like what?
Wario Land.
I
Anton
know.
Oh, I
Blast
never
is-
played that either. I'm not a huge video game person.
Wario Land prepares you for Anton Blast.
I don't know what that means. But it sounds funny.
Wario Land walks so Anton Blast could sprint.
Wario.
Anton
My,
Blast, Wario, charge.
My favorite video game is Bugsnax, and I'm gonna make Jenna play it tomorrow.
That's
Oh yeah, I
awesome.
played Bugsnax. It's a good game. I like
I
Bugsnax.
never,
Yeah,
I
I've
never
wondered-
played
I've-
it. I watched several walkthroughs of it. It's so fucking goofy.
I've 100%ed it twice.
Dang, you really love that game.
I love
do.
Eat all
I
the
love-
burgers you can.
I love
It's so
Bunger.
adorable and so gay. I love it.
Bunger is
It's
my
gay.
guy.
Okay.
Every game thing is adorable.
No, Jenna just gave me these wide eyes. She was like, "Oh, it's gay. Good."
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lesbian
Yeah, look,
couple. There's a gay
The
couple.
best.
There's a non-binary character.
Yes.
they all look like Muppets.
They don't do very
Man.
good. They don't do very good with the non-binary character though, because like every non-binary character that exists in any media, like nobody knows what it's like, so they make them like super like logical and have no emotions, and
Yeah.
it's so
Hello,
weird.
I'm a person.
Hello there. I am a human being with human feelings.
They literally like chop off their own leg to try and like do an experiment.
As
Oh.
most non-binary people.
Yeah. I'm like, I just had my Tuesday.
I
Okay.
know, I know.
just
I'm
another
surprised.
Tuesday.
See, you only got one right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Another Jay.
I'll be heading over to my sister's house tomorrow to watch over her dogs. She asked me later, and she asked me like a few days ago. I wanted to watch over. I wanted to be a good brother.
Oh,
That's fair.
Yep.
oh.
Most of the time, if you want to
good
be,
dude?
You good,
if you want to do another
Deeps?
podcast, I'll most likely be from my phone.
Sorry, wait, what did you just say, Deeps?
I just hit the whip.
Oh,
You hit the
Okay.
whip, didn't they?
Whipped and nene simultaneously
Fucking
and
The nene,
super hard.
baby.
I remember.
so what's this podcast about?
I don't know.
Nothing.
We
It's
just,
just about
we just
random
talk about
fucking
shit.
We're talking
I guess so.
fucking nonsense.
Lit-
Oh my!
literally, I have no idea what I want to do with this podcast. I just feel like doing a podcast.
That's fair. I
So
mean,
real.
Like I don't.
friends talking is fun anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to have like set days for like recording and like posting. I just want to like if we ever feel like.
So
doing
have you given
doing a
up on your
podcast.
YouTube channel then?
No. I just have.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen you stream in a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to spend a full day finishing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I know.
Mm.
I looked up how many chapters there were, and I'm
Yeah.
like 2 away, I think, till the end.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm like very close. I freaking said in my last Rebirth stream that I wanted to do some background leveling and do like an end game build or whatever. But like I have been doing that a little bit, but like I haven't gotten like 100% completion on like the quests before I get the end game stuff.
Have you ever played Danganronpa?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
So like here's the thing with me and Danganronpa.
Okay.
For work, while I'm
While you're at work?
working.
While I work.
I just started recently listening to Paper Box House and his Ace Attorney stuff, and I listened to Ultra Despair Boys, which is who's on it? Okie Dokie Dev, Clown_Depot, and
What did
Robbie
they
Dude.
like?
They played Clown Depot played the first game, and then I think Okie Dokie Dev and the rest of them played what was it? Trigger Happy or whatever. And then
That's the first one.
oh, that's
Why not play
Trigger
Yakuza?
Happy Havoc is the first one.
And then they played,
Goodbye Despair is the second one.
good. I think they played Goodbye Despair and
Goodbye
V3.
Despair is the best one.
Goodbye Despair and V3. Those
Oh
are the
god,
ones
they
I listened
played
to,
V3.
not the first one, because the first one was
Well-
just Depot voicing all the characters, and I could not stand that.
Shmeef, I have a game suggestion for solo streams.
What?
What's its name? Yakuza?
Yakuza?
Superman 64.
Yeah, Yakuza.
Oh, absolutely, Superman 64.
We still need to
Superman
play Little
64.
Kitty Big City.
I need a part 2 of that immediately.
Yo, let's see
Oh,
if
yeah.
I want to see if I sneeze my brains out again like last time.
What?
I
That
remember I
happens? You
sneezed
got a little
really
pink chunk come out of your nose.
I sneezed so hard last stream of Little Kitty Big City.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, Shmeef, I just remember this about Monster Hunter World. There's do you know the behemoth from Final Fantasy?
Yeah, there was an event
Yeah.
for 14. And they
Yeah,
did
you can
all
fight
that.
you can fight a behemoth in Monster Hunter. And I just me and my
Yeah.
brother just tried
Back
fighting
on
an
my-
extreme.
I watched Maximilian dude play that boss. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's annoying as balls though to fight though, because there's this
I
one
think-
attack.
I think
Carry-
one of the fights you have to fight what is it? It's a giant what is it? It's a freaking bird guy. And
A bird.
it grows big and starts playing the Chocobo theme, and you have to chase it around.
Oh yeah, the Kuliaku,
Yeah.
the Kuliaku, the bird up. Yeah, it steals
Bird
a
up.
crystal.
Thank you, Deeps.
Yeah.
Nice.
What else?
And then I think
You okay?
Yeah,
aren't
that's-
cactuars in there too?
Yes. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
get them as pets, and you can have them in your house.
Yeah.
There are rarer variants of like to say the cactar cutling, which is a smaller cactar with a flower on its head.
I wish I was there for like this shit. This is like the shit that I wish I was into. Like
You can
at
still
a young
do it.
age. No, I know, but like it's like you know like when you get into like a show that's very poppin', like very late, and you wish you grew up with it. Like that's me with some things like Dragon
it's-
Ball.
That's like
I wish I
97.
grew up watching Dragon Ball because my first introduction to Dragon Ball was some of the games, and I absolutely loved some of the games.
I'm trying to think if I have anything like that. I think maybe Star Wars, because I did only just start watching and like, sorry, I did only just start like watching and reading, and I played some of the games too, like 3 years ago.
Have you played Force Unleashed?
Which one is that?
That's like a must.
It's the one. It is a must. It's the guy. It's the guy that voices Darth Maul in the Clone Wars. Sam Witwer.
Let me look
he's,
up the
he's
art
main
for
character.
it real quick.
The
The
hack and
Force
slash
Here's
game.
here's
Play
a
as
hot
non-canon
here's a hot
character.
take for all you Star Wars listeners. Starkiller, if he gets into Star Wars canon, he will be the saving grace of the fucking cinematic series. I'm just saying.
It will literally.
Just
I
like,
have
saying,
not
he's-
played that one
isn't-
yet.
He will
He's, like,
save the
entirely
series
OP.
entirely.
Ooh.
He's like super OP, and I think like
He's
they
the baddest
shouldn't make it
motherfucker
canon.
around.
They shouldn't make it canon, but they should definitely do something with him.
They were almost gonna
as of
make him
recent.
an Inquisitor in Rebels, right?
That's crazy.
They
That
almost
they
made
would
him
have all
an
died.
Inquisitor.
They would
They would have all
but
died.
probably- they would have probably all died, but like knowing like plot like they would have written something so he doesn't do anything.
Rebels
Yeah.
was such a good show. I was surprised at how good it turned out because at first it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But I really loved Kanan so much. He's like my second favorite character in the whole series.
Did you watch
Little chunky
Did you watch
animation.
Ahsoka?
I have seen Ahsoka, yeah.
What'd you think about that after watching
So it wasn't
Rebels?
bad, but it wasn't like I mean, okay, so like I actually don't like the way that her character evolved. I think that her becoming like so just shut down emotionally sucks. I really hate that happens to literally every Jedi.
I'm gonna be honest.
And I know
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, sorry.
Thinking about it now, I think the Anakin versus Ahsoka fight was kind of lackluster. I'm gonna be
it
honest.
was. I agree.
Because like thinking about it now, like I read a tweet earlier that what is it? The sequel trilogy makes sense with their fights because they're so slow, and the first 3 movies make sense with the speed, because like that was their like daily training and how like duels went. And then
nobody knows how to fucking use
nobody knows how to fight
because there's literally no one that uses them except for like 2 people, and that's it.
But looking back in Ahsoka was trained in that shit. Like she was trained how to like speed duel and all that, and now like the duels were like very slow in that show, which doesn't make sense. But
Which show, Ahsoka?
Yeah, but Anakin was fast though. He was.
Well, to be fair, like you're talking about going from a cartoon to real life.
No. It's.
Or do you mean
it applies to the movies? It applies to the movies too. The first 3, the prequel trilogy.
Oh,
it applies to
I guess
that.
I'm not remembering very vividly, I guess. But I mean, I still think that like this might not be incredibly on topic. Sorry, but I still think that the Clone Wars TV show was like the best thing that came out of the entirety of this. Like the entirety of Star Wars.
I'm really glad.
It's funny because it started off on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Disney had no hand in it until season 7 because they got bombarded by fans to continue the show.
I know, but I mean, it's still Disney canon. I'm not attributing it to them. I don't think that Disney is handling the series well at all. And I just they're honestly, right now, I'm actually kind of boycotting them personally. Like I refused to buy my own ticket to see Inside Out 2. Jenna had to buy my ticket.
Disney as a whole.
I wasn't even going to watch it because I just don't want to give them my money. I don't want to give them my watch time because they are mistreating everybody involved. It's just corporate like chaos right now. And it's just getting worse and worse. And after Wish happened, I didn't want to support them in any way whatsoever. But
which one was Wish? I don't remember that
Wish
one.
Which was that one?
See, that's probably
was it that movie? That movie like shadow dropped. like
Deeps, was that the movie you were talking about on Twitter? How much you liked it and shit? Was that the movie?
What? Oh no, I was talking about Soul. Soul is a fucking fantastic film.
Soul's good.
No, Wish is.
I don't think it's fantastic. I like Soul.
Was
Wish,
but
I don't think
was Wish the one?
Every time
was Wish the fucking animated Disney movie of like the princess and shit?
One with the
talking ghost.
Yeah.
Is that it?
The more Brady
you literally
just
just described all of them. The animated Disney movie with the princess.
Do you know how little that narrows it down to me?
The animated movie with the princess and the talking animal. That really
narrows it down.
Yeah, for real. No, it was the most recent one that was supposed to be their 100-year anniversary like celebration. It was really poorly done.
But too bad it fucking stank.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't. It didn't just stink. It's like the personification of the Bog of Eternal Stench. But like,
you should do another Mickey Mouse movie. I think I'd cry.
I got the reference, by the way.
Yeah, oh, good. Thank you.
I keep wanting. I just feel in my mind. Imagine if Disney made a McDonald's movie.
Why would they make a McDonald's movie?
Speaking,
I don't know
keep
why. It
talking
came up in
about-
my mind. It came up in my
You know
mind
why?
for some reason.
Have you not
I
seen
mean-
The Founder? Watch The Founder.
No.
Did Disney make that? Or like a
No, they
Disney
didn't
owned?
make it, but
but it
The
but it
Founder.
is a
yeah,
I
McDonald's
just
movie.
studied that for school.
Yeah, everyone
Um,
saw that movie from fucking school, I think. Good movie,
No,
fucked
but-
up people.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me tell you some stuff about Wish as an animator who knows this shit, okay? Like, this is like behind the scenes shit.
Holy
So,
shit. Inside info.
they so they wanted this movie to be watercolor like like they used to make their movies, but when they went to their like the people that they have in their employment, they realized there was quote unquote a skill issue, meaning they don't have anybody who knows how to do 2D animation anymore.
That is a fucking generational gap and a half.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like there's so many people on like on the internet that do these amazing animations and would probably kill to work for Disney. But the problem is that 2D animation is a very heavily unionized like medium, whereas 3D is not.
Yeah.
Which is why 3D animators, both for like fully 3D movies and VFX, are so poorly treated all the time, and they're underpaid and they're overworked, and it's like complete garbage. I don't even know how they're not unionized yet. I think maybe they're scared that like their biggest employer, Disney, is going to like get rid of them because
Yeah.
of like if they did that.
I think
And I wouldn't blame them at all.
I was
But anyway,
I
oh,
was
sorry.
listening to here's a little plug, Everyday Beam Struggle. It's a podcast with a bunch of different Dragon Ball YouTubers, but I was listening to it and something similar like what you were saying
Mhm.
apparently happened with the production of a Dragon Ball Super superhero. So like in the beginning there's this like gorgeous short of in the original Dragon. I'm gonna explain it to you guys because I know for a fact none of y'all watched Dragon Ball. But
I used to watch Dragon Ball, not like any of the Dragon Ball Z stuff, but I used to read the manga and then like watch the anime right after.
yeah, but what happened was in the beginning of the movie there's this like whole beautifully animated short of the Red Ribbon arc of little kid Goku taking down the entire Red Ribbon base, and it's beautifully animated and such. And the movie was originally going to be 2D animated. It was going to be that, and the artist that did that whole short did not agree with the 3D animation of this movie, and he said, "Nah, fuck you guys," and completely made that entire short, sent it to them, and left. Like dropped up and left.
Hmm.
But
Wow,
that's
that's
the
crazy.
supposed story. I don't know.
Well,
if it's true or not.
I mean that sounds fair. Like, I mean not fair, but like it sounds like
I mean, it sounds agreeable.
realistic.
I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess I just meant a different word when I said what I was saying. But anyway, yeah, so they wanted it to look watercolor anyway, Wish. And because of that, they so this is from my like slightly unprofessional opinion in watching it, because like I'm still going through school for the 3D stuff. I feel a lot more comfortable with 2D, but I believe that the way that they made the background, they kind of like forgot to do, or they didn't forget, they didn't do 3D shading. Like they didn't do a couple of rendering passes for the background, which is why the characters look so odd against it. It looks like a 2D like picture behind them. And like it's just missing like a 2D shadow basically.
yeah.
But like I think that the designs for the background are fine. I just you know, obviously it looks so off with the 3D characters, like on top of it, and no like shadows matching up. I feel like there is a way to do 2D and 3D together, because like you have Spider-Verse and you have
I think Spider-Verse did that best.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish did it amazingly
Yes,
too,
they
though.
did too. Oh my, that movie was fucking sick. My
Right?
God.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you.
What
Yeah.
a random comeback for DreamWorks too, because
It
they
is
Right?
a crazy comeback.
know.
Like,
what the fuck
like
were they
that
doing
that
beforehand?
animation style
Like
is
nothing? They were
completely
just sitting on
different
their
from what they
ass.
did. Like, my God.
They were literally just sitting on their ass, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're making a new Puss in Boots movie, by the way." Yeah,
Yeah, I actually
it's so unbelievably better looking than the first movie. It's
Yeah.
actually crazy.
Oh yeah.
before we joined, I was showing Jenna. She hasn't seen it yet, so no
What-
spoilers.
Why
but
the hell not? It's such a good
Because-
movie.
because she doesn't like see a lot of stuff. I'm like getting her into all of my stuff, you know, and like just one thing at a time. We were watching Community before this.
Oh wow, I still need to watch that.
Community's great. It's got a lot of weird history though. Like you got to really like understand it in order to appreciate the show, or else if you like watch up to season 4 and then like watch some of it, then you're just like, what the hell happened? What is this?
I tell you what, I don't think I've ever been to the movies more in my life since I've met my friends when I originally worked at Wendy's, my old job.
Yeah.
And these are...
Cause
I've
like I don't think
always
I
been-
don't think I ever went out like a lot before I met them. Like as soon as I met them and like gotten to know them, like the amount of times I went to movie premieres and shit and popped off with them, like it was nuts. And now
See, I've been that person my entire life, so I'm the person that drags other people into that kind of thing. Like it's happening right now with Jenna.
the only
There's
time
no
I went to
escape.
the movies,
I
like
know.
I usually most of the time go to the movies with my girlfriend. But like the
Mhm.
one time I
Like,
went to see a
movies
movie
go
by
well.
myself was
Not anymore.
when Dragon Ball Superhero came out, and it was like the day before it was supposed to release,
Mm.
and I had no one
I
to go with because I knew no one in real life that watched Dragon Ball. So I was like, all right, I'll just
That's fair.
I guess I'll just bring me, myself, and I. And have a
Yeah,
good
I'm the kind of
time.
person who used to watch the D23 conferences and follow movies from like conception to like production, and then like that's what I did for the first Inside Out and then also Onward. I was like obsessed with those ideas. I was so excited. Onward is probably one of my favorite Pixar movies, and Inside Out ended up being very good, but actually like going back to the second one, I really feel like the second one was better.
I don't really watch live movie conferences. I just watch people talk about the conferences.
Yeah,
Like,
well, you watch
this
the
one guy, 3C Films. Go watch him. He's awesome. He talks about a lot of horror movies and such.
yeah.
Sure.
You, I mean, you watch the video game ones. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah. Except
It's
for
just, you
movies
know,
and
talking
shit.
about movies and stuff like that. And then sometimes they get into like corporate stuff, which I try to skip over. But
Speaking of movies,
mean-
I can't fucking believe that Blumhouse is getting into games.
I can totally believe it. I mean, they're not like they're more like
They're
they
more
profit off of other people's ideas. So I feel like it was just natural for them to go into games because
yeah.
there's so many good horror games. They probably were just like, oh yeah, I mean, it's you know, we do horror movies and we always like our name is pretty big because we're very like specific about the ones we choose. A24
and now we do games.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like it's the same, you know, reason why like any company would try to branch out into different like I was actually just watching a video recently about streaming, like in the future of it. But I was just kind of thinking, like, you know, Netflix went from a DVD like rental company to a streaming company to half media. Like they used to have like 30% original content on Netflix, and now it's over 50%. So it's like, you know, they just basically became a media company from just being a tech company. And but they dealt with media, so
I tell you what, I still haven't watched the One Piece show and the freaking Avatar show.
Peace.
I haven't either. I
still
heard
haven't watched
Avatar
either
was
of them.
terrible.
Was it?
Oh man, really?
Oh man.
There were some things about it that were like adapted like decently well, but I think some people were upset about some of the story changes and stuff like that. But the visuals are good.
No.
The some of the character traits are done a little like the same. Like Aang is still
Like from what
a
I
little
saw,
goof.
it looked really well. Like great.
It looked
Jeff,
better
I know
than
this
the
is out of
movie.
nowhere.
That's all I care.
It looked better than the
You
one
should
where
look-
they fucking pronounced his name Ong.
Yeah.
You should stream.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that movie.
Never.
Oh no!
I
what
saw that
was your
movie
name
in
for that?
theaters. I just don't remember it.
Jeff,
think
you
we
should
all have
stream
PTSD
a roller
from-
coaster tycoon game.
That'd be great.
Great.
How much is it
I
on
can give
how
you
much is
Roller
it,
Coaster
how much is it
Tycoon
on
3.
Steam? I need to buy it.
Nice.
I almost played a D&D game that was based off of Avatar once.
That'd be so sick.
It
Holy
would be. Like, I
shit.
think they just came out with like an official guide for it semi-recently.
I think I don't know when it was, but I think recently or like a few months ago they dropped
Oh, you know what you should do instead of Roller Coaster Tycoon?
What?
Thrillville. That's
Thrillville.
Thrillville off
Thrillville.
the
Awesome.
rails.
Yeah.
I think recently they dropped a Final Fantasy 14 D&D book, which I really need to get.
We should like play D&D on
I
the
would-
podcast.
I would love to do a D&D podcast. Like holy shit.
I used to be a DM, but don't make me DM, please.
since my old D&D group like broke out and like we stopped doing it, I've been meaning to like get back into D&D. Like,
I was
holy
really
shit, it's so
bad.
fun.
I was really bad at DMing. Can I tell you guys, like, sorry, real quick, I just want to go on a tangent. Can I tell you guys about the D&D game that I created for my friends?
Oh, please tell.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Hitler, right?
Oh,
What?
all right.
What?
What? Oh, what?
Mr. Dolph. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Dolph.
Solved.
So that's how I always start the story because I always like to tell people and I always go like, so Hitler. Anyway, so before he died, before he killed himself at the end of World War II, he swore to gather his dark energy in the afterlife and then come back in another life and take over the world. And and he would come back as a warlock named Considerably Superior Hitler. And so then cut to this place called Imagination Land, which is basically just like a giant island made up of like territories, and the island is shaped like a penis, by the way.
that's
But
great.
like so like they all have like a unified religion because they have proof that it exists, and like their god just kind of like talks in their brains, and they know about this prophecy that the goddess said. They're like, oh, well, guess what? Considerably Superior Hitler is going to take over this world. So we need somebody to go around to the territories on the penis island and collect the talismans that represent each location on the island. I called it like elements, but basically it was like, you know, for instance, oh my gosh, I had like a list of elements. It was
So like an Earthbound kind of thing, like
kind
kinda
of,
like that?
yeah, kind of.
So
an Earthbound D&D
there-
would be fucking awesome.
Man, I don't have the pictures with me. I'll have to like I'll have to find the pictures because I know I kept them and like send them
Yeah?
in the chat later on. But basically, the elements were like water, Quiznos, Shrek memorabilia, aliens, the fan fiction, the existential childhood fear of the Teletubbies, and Daniel.
What?
So my group never got to that point, but Daniel is actually the name of their god.
Daniel?
Daniel, yeah. And there was like all the different territories had these really funny names. Like the fan fiction area was yeah, you showed me that.
Okay.
The fan fiction area was called Magic Werewolf Vampire Boyfriend Land. And it was like a section where like magic existed in this world, right? And they started they had this like group of people who loved media that got together and used magic to like create realistic like situations where their media happened. Like they invented a way to like recreate their favorite characters from media, and they were like walking around amongst them. And like I had a side story about Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and you had to like get her to the Good Shrillot concert. That's a that's a reference to My Immortal, if you don't know. And then from like when they went there, they ended up getting a companion out of it, which was like a mix between Shaggy and Scooby, and they called him Shaggy Doo, and it was just like centaur version of Shaggy.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
I call him Shaggy Doo. That's literally a joke I fucking do
Like,
all the fucking
like,
time.
dude, we've
Time-
combined to become the ultimate warrior.
That's really
Right.
good, dude.
Oh yeah, he's really good at that voice.
I never heard it before.
That's the only
Um,
that's the only impression I'm able to like do perfectly.
That's a really good one. Good job.
Like,
Honestly,
thank
yeah.
you.
But so like at one point he died because he fell in lava in the Shrek world, and all of my players actually started crying.
That's how I want to
like,
go.
dude, I would
playing,
cry
I was like,
too if freaking Shaggy Doo died. Like,
True.
I ended up having to like retcon it and bring him back to life for them
they wished him
because
back
they were
with the
so
Dragon
distraught.
Aw.
Like my so the Shrek world was literally just like a recreation of Duloc from the first Shrek movie,
Balls.
but it was
my.
like it used to be part of Magic Werewolf Vampire Boyfriend Land, but they cut it off like a version of they used that magic to like bring Shrek to life, but because in this universe there were like 84 Shrek sequels, Shrek became like all powerful, and he made his own like area that was literally just based off of his movie, and they walled it off from Magic Werewolf Vampire Boyfriend Land. So it was basically like a bunch of hostages forced to recreate the first Shrek movie over and over again.
From
Quiznos,
start to finish, or like certain scenes.
like it was like a theme park, like a full territory of like people coming to visit, but only like allowed to come in for a very small amount of time. And it was like all of the people that lived there had to work there as like, you know, guides through the onion fields. And, like,
Oh my! This is so the precursor to Epic Universal.
and then,
Yes.
and then the Quiznos one was really funny because so it was I don't remember what the place was called, but it was like this territory where a bunch of fast food joints all like competed once a year to be the new element of that territory, but it was always McDonald's. So like because of course.
Oh, and also there was like this whole thing where in the very beginning, there was always a fast food restaurant in one of the territories, and it was always a different one. And one time, like in near the very beginning of the game, my characters went into a Burger King, and the guy who was working the counter, I named him Bertram Burger. And I thought it was so funny that I kept saying his name. Like, I was like, "Do you not know who I am? I'm Bertram fucking Burger." Like, and they defeated him by threatening to give him a 1-star review on Yelp. But also later on, it turned out that Bertram Burger was Ronald McDonald in disguise.
What?
I'm on a
Plot
call.
twist.
And they had to fight Ronald McDonald. Oh yeah, and then the water territory was named Danielville. And of course, like I named it that specifically because I knew my characters would immediately want to figure out what the Daniel element was. And they went to Danielville first, and they found out that it was just the water territory, and it was based off a completely different Daniel. Like nobody, like everybody actually hated the other Daniel there. And,
Daniel and the cooler Daniel.
and the actual like Daniel area was the Forbidden Lands down in the balls area of the map, you know?
In the balls area.
And so it was like they were at the tip for Danielville, but they had to travel across the entire world or like island or whatever, all the way like to get to the actual Daniel area. Oh, and the whole time they were in the water area, I just played Daniel by Elton John over and over again, and they got so sick of the song.
That's great.
And it was the most boring thing I ever came up with.
Wait, what did you come up with?
Oh no, just I mean like that entire territory, I didn't have anything to do. I just wanted that joke to happen.
What was the joke? I'm sorry. I blacked out for a second.
Oh, okay. That one of the elements was named Daniel, and I knew that my characters would want to figure that out first. So they went to Danielville, but that wasn't their element. Their element was like the most boring one, which was water. So
How
I
is
duped
the
them.
water element boring?
Because it wasn't Aliens or fan fiction or Shrek memorabilia or the existential childhood fear, the Teletubbies. Which, by the way, that one was like a wasteland, an apocalyptic wasteland where the sun had a baby face and like spoke to them, and
Oh my god.
like the Teletubbies were running rampant. They were like eating people and like trapping them in their TV stomachs.
I would be so fucking terrified.
Yeah, no, I mean like, but yeah, so anyway, the idea was they were gonna get all the talent. Oh yeah, by the way, the Aliens one was Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau was like the mayor of that.
Tommy Wiseau?
Yes.
Oh my
Like
god.
they had proof that aliens existed, and Tommy Wiseau was like the head alien, but he was trying really hard to be human. And also, I don't know if you guys know this, but like the real Tommy Wiseau, like he claimed because of a very like coincidental thing he saw that when the movie when The Room like released, it brought down crime for 24 hours. So he likes to say that it brings world peace. So in this world, that's true, that actually happened, or at least he says so. So he ended up becoming the mayor because of that clout that he got from it. Also, he made them all make a sequel to Space Jam before the sequel was even like announced. That was just a me thing.
Just willed
but
it
then
into existence.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, but anyway, so they were supposed to get all the talismans together, and then basically the talismans would like open a portal to all different worlds, and people like
Bill Murray, Bugs Bunny, like Space Jam like stuff, and like all sorts of like just random characters that I would have like characters or people that I would have come up with like at the moment would have like hopped out of the portal and helped them like kill considerably superior Hitler. And that would have been the end of it, but we never made it to the end.
It's sad. That would have been awesome though.
Aw.
I like wrote out a whole religion for that thing. They were railroaded a little bit because I like order, but like I did so much.
I think my first and only experience that I have at D&D is the only campaign that I was a part of. My character, who is yet to be named because we ended right before my character was supposed to explain his entire plot to the rest of the team. It was like a whole... So like what happened was I joined in mid-campaign. What was it? The entire party just defeated like some giant boss or whatever, and I'm just gonna name my friends their names instead of the characters because I don't even remember the characters. I don't even remember the characters' names. But my buddy Chase, his character's friend, who is apparently a lich, needs help to not be a lich anymore, and in order to have them get the parts that he needs to not become a lich, he recruited me to show them where they're all at, which my character is literally Guts from Berserk. I'll tell you that. He's literally Guts. And he's very secretive. He doesn't trust any of the party. He's very stoic and all that, I guess. He never got along with my buddy Kippy's character. Like he just always hated me for some reason. And one moment I actually shattered his pride one time. We got out of the city that we were supposed to get back to the carriage, and Kippy tried doing a sneak attack on me, and I successfully blocked it. I rolled a natural 20 for the first time, and that was like the first night of the campaign of me being in. My first natural 20. It was so cool. And
that is awesome.
I told the DM, can I block his attack and like throw him on the ground and like hold his arm to the point of almost breaking it? And he's like, go ahead. And I rolled a natural 20. And he just held like the most surprised pog face you could ever see on a man. Like he was so fucking surprised. And then Kiwi's like, what? He's like, what? And the DM just slowly turned to him and he's like, you should look at this. And he leaned over and he just threw a fucking fit. It was so fucking funny.
Shmeff, can I say something? What? My brother, pretty like a few days ago, he played D&D on VR. And his friend is his like best friend, I believe so, is like Dungeon Master. So my brother told me that he went up to he had to get drunk real quick to be able to actually play VR since he gets really motion sick.
I don't blame him. It's very hard to do that when you get motion sick. I can't play for more than 40 minutes at a time.
So my brother asked the Dungeon Master, "Can I uppercut the child?" And he rolled a natural 20, and then the Dungeon Master said, "You punched the child so hard his head came off."
Oh, Jesus.
I swear, nat 20s come at the most horrible times, but it's hilarious.
I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, I'm sorry.
How do you freaking do D&D in VR? Is it like
uppercuts in the child?
I don't know. I'll have to ask my brother that, but
I'd assume it'd be like in something in like VR.
He did VR chat, I believe.
Or
that's how he did.
Or the freaking what's it called? It's the custom.
I'm just imagining like a tabletop simulator situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We should do tabletop.
Oh, by the way,
I forgot to mention, all of my characters were fucking weird as shit. Like, probably the weirdest one, Jeremy played a forest clown named Buzzmo,
Oh, I
who
hate
was
that.
the rightful heir to the Duloc throne, but his parents left him in the woods and drank sun forgetting juice.
Sun forgetting juice.
So he didn't get to get so instead he was taken in by forest clouds. And he was raised as one of their own.
That's
Um
great.
I had a shrubbery farmer named Regina. Like the shrubbery farmer from Monty Python.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then
I'm gonna go. I'm getting tired.
All right,
See you
Briney.
guys.
Bye bye.
I should probably go soonish. I just wanted to tell you guys too.
Yeah, that's all cool.
But yeah, I mean, like that was probably the best one anyway. So
Well, I guess we could wrap it up for the first ever episode of the blank podcast.
blank podcast.
Blank podcast. That's not the name, but whatever I put in over the blank is the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. that's
All right.
That's the podcast. That's the end of the entire podcast. It's just one episode. But maybe
Ratings were so bad.
Yeah. But maybe we'll do it again. I don't know, but it was
fun.
It was fun.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go then.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Right.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.